welcome to Beth Roars, where we look at your favourite singers to find out what makes them, them. Before we start, you can find me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. My handle is @BethRoars. Also, please do check out my website, bethroars.com, where you can book a singing lesson from me. I do lessons both online and in London, UK. And last but not least, do check out my Patreon, which is patreon.com/BethRoars, where you can find more exclusive content and guarantee that your request definitely happens. This is in fact a Patreon request by someone who will not give their name, but likes to be called the Hour Man. Sounds like a really cool band name. Anyway, hey, the Hour Man. Hope you're having a nice day. This is your request. Let's give it a listen.
I met Bruce Dickinson today.
I did a Bruce Dickinson video recently.
I kept my cool, actually.
I'll put a little link.
He was pretty cool.
He would be cool.
Is that? Oh, did he fly me in his plane? Is that funny in England? Because in Sweden...
I like him.
Fuck Sweden. We're gonna move forward to the Ghost Rivers record. Notice the change in tone when I introduced that record? I said, we're gonna move forward to the Ghost Rivers record. We signed to Roadrunner Records, put this one out. By this time, Per Wiberg had joined the band. He's drunk.
He's like Salvador Dali.
What's it called? 5-piece. Shut up. This
Sing
song
a song.
is called
Sing a song.
Harlequin
Okay.
Forest. Into the trees, past meadow round, and further away from my home.
So, Straightway, he's placing it in a way that a lot of these rock bands do place it, in a quite a quite a nasally sort of place. The reason that he's doing that is because that just cuts through all the sounds of the guitars. If he was like, oh, it could blend in quite easily. That is like, bam, everyone can hear it clearly. Oh, I like the guitar here. Oh, they all have great hair. So in that earlier bit there, he was edging towards his break, or he was at around his break probably, and he was doing exactly the right thing. He was thinning out his vocal cords, making it lighter instead of bringing like a heavy chest voice sound up. So it made it sound nice and easy, keeping that slight nasality in there to keep that punchiness. It sounds really good, really well placed. I liked his singing on the will, on the ul sound. Unusual. And his gentle vibrato is nice as well. It's just such a safe voice. I love it. So actually, weirdly, he's keeping quite a similar placement, and it's quite nice to hear that contrast in such a clean sound, a clean punchy sound, and then adding the distortion on. And he is keeping a similar forward placement, which is really healthy for this style. I like it. Wow! He's like a devil. I like it. You can hear it isn't from his chords, it's like there in the back of his mouth. It's not pushy in any way, which is great. Very controlled.
Nocturnally helpless, weak in the light.
Nice, I love his vibrato. Prayer.
Pacing deserted roads to find the seed of home.
He's sung in quite a wide range, and of course, apart from his growl sound, he has got such a consistent tone all the way up so far. I'd like to see if he goes any higher or any lower, but everything seems very consistent, and that's because he is keeping full chord closure the whole way. He's not allowing any breath to come through, so he's not here at all. He's getting a very punchy sound the whole way. I like it. It's good technique, it's very healthy. It's like a computer game, like a dungeon. Interesting where he's placing his vowels in there. They are. Very closed. I don't know if that's an accent thing or a stylistic thing, again, because he is Swedish. Swedish people do have often more closed vowels on some vowels that are different to ours. But again, that kind of closed feeling may be helping him keep his placement.
the trees.
Oh, I like this.
Brought 'em both inside.
Yeah. Like that little touch as well. Very good. So controlled.
Roots are sunken, even from my source. Tired now,
really beautiful. What I love about him and his voice here is that you just feel really secure with it. His voice is so secure. You just know that it's not going to go awry. And it is almost placed in that kind of Indian classical music sort of place. When he's doing this really light stuff, he's really thinning out his vocal folds. He's putting it in quite a nasally place, but it is just safe and strong at the same time, and it works so well against both the full, strong, rocky sort of sound and then this lovely atmospheric stuff. It just cuts through. I really, really like it. And I'm loving the shape of this song. So all the musicians, how it's gone from like real angry, rocky stuff and come back. Actually, what I do want to say about him is that none of that aggression and anger is coming from a pushy place, because that's often what the problem is with people. People try and push their voice and scream along, but actually making a screamy sound or making a growly sound isn't about pushing, it isn't about trying really hard. It's about finding the most resonant space. It's about learning how to do distortions in a healthy way. It isn't about pushing. I've heard of so many people who have just watched a concert and tried to sing along and done it unhealthily and then completely ruined their voice. So it's so important to do it properly, even when you're just singing along at a gig. These guys are really good. I like how he's sliding down the notes with his growl as well. It's so hard and really important if you're doing distortion to keep the diction, because that could so easily be lost in the distortion there. So he's got the really strong D on the damnation. Everything you can hear. That's difficult, but great. I like how the guitar and bass are like parallel. Yeah, and then that effect. Nice. See, he's really not pushing. He's kind of sitting back on that sound, but it still gives a great effect. I love the drummer in this as well. I love how They've all come together with this section. It's great. It's so slick, everything with these guys. I guess it's a real big show. They would have practiced a lot. And I love the slidey keys effects as well. There's been so many different sections of this. It's so interesting. It must have taken them so long to write this. It's not like a boring old pop song where it's got a formula, you know? Although I do love some pop songs, I have to say that. It's a use of rhythm that I find really interesting. It's different from a lot of metal rock bands. Great. I really enjoyed that, I really did. I even thought before I watched this that I wouldn't like it, but then I watched it and it's so solid. Everything is just exactly where it needs to be, and there's nothing that's pushed or wrong about it. It was great. I think that he is a really, really solid singer. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!